Well, hello there, YouTube. Do you guys hear that odd sound in the background? If you're wondering, obviously you can tell it's a Harley. But what Harley? Ta-da! Yay! It's the Iron! And boo! I wait too late and it looks like I'm about to get rained on. So this could be a crazy short ride because I'm in a modified blackout case that now resembles a skeleton case. Let's get our Wi-Fi on here. Oh man, 47 days, 1 month and 14 days, something like that, since I've ridden it. Oh no, look at this road, it's just soppy wet. And what do? I take off without my sunglasses. But luckily, I'm still wearing my climb bag as I wore it Sunday before last when I took the little ride out there. I've been carrying that every day, and I have a new bag coming, another Ogio that should be here Friday. Today's Wednesday, the 17th of February, and bounce over to the daily vlog channel, the Smokes vlogs. I do a little bit of walking around out before I jumped on this thing. And man, that looks like rain when you look across there. So I apologize, I don't recall the person's name, but somebody was saying something about going past the cedar mill. So why don't we do that right quick? Man, it feels so good to ride this thing. Sportsters, man. What a fan-freaking-tastic motorcycle. They don't do anything spectacular, but what they do is put the hugest smile on your face. The greatest satisfaction out of riding a motorcycle. It's the craziest thing. I will probably have to stop and put my glasses. Oh, there's water spots on my face shield. Well, as long as it's a light sprinkle, I'm okay, but you never know what it can do around here. And by the way, it was 58 degrees before I left. Oh man, I can smell the cedar mill from here. Of course, I'm right on it. And I was talking to someone. I still need to go out there and get some little scrap pieces from these guys and do some kind of a deal, set them up where I have the little chips, you know, carve off little pieces and put them in a Ziploc or something and send them off to any of you guys that are interested in opening up a Ziploc bag and taking a whiff of the Toledo cedar mill. Yeah, now it's actually starting to sprinkle on me. Man, does it feel fantastic get on this thing. Woo! She's so nice. So for the Yosemite Meetup this year, geez, I think there's like 3 or 4, maybe 3. I think there's 3 Iron 883s that are coming. And one guy coming all the way down from Canada. It's fan-freaking-tastic. I'm telling you, this meetup is going to be just epic to a whole nother level. There's going to be a lot of people showing up to this thing. Dave and Gabe have this awesome KOA. It's a campsite with cabins and stuff like that. And he's got a web or a Facebook page going, and you know, people are booking their spots. Some are trailering stuff in, and I'm not sure the detail if they're bringing bikes. I'm assuming they are, but hey, whatever. You know, just people, just a meetup. You don't, you know, even if you show up in your RV and don't ride at all, at least you're coming for the meetup, hang out, go do things. And you know, if somebody doesn't have a bike, if you don't mind, I don't mind. You can ride bitch behind me. We'll take you wherever. So if you are coming down without a motorcycle and you do ride, make sure you bring a helmet or something with you. It still freaks me out to look off that side of the bridge and see all them trees gone. Oh man, this is a little bit warmer temperature, and it being all wet and damp like this, it just concentrates the smell out here in the woods. On the old iron again. 47 days. But I gotta say though, compared to the last couple years, these are the shortest amounts of time. And we're talking, I mean, there was, good Lord, wasn't there like, God, it almost seems like there was a point where it was over 2 months or something. But I think the longest I've gone without riding the iron is around 6 weeks. Isn't that about right? So I'm kind of equaling that, aren't I? 47 days. January 1st, and today's the 17th. Yeah, it's 6 weeks. So, how the heck is everybody? I know hearing from a lot of you guys that you have all but zero hope of riding for quite some time. And I always hate to hear that. But, you know, we live in these areas that are like that. And normally, and any of you guys up here in the Northwest know I'm right, you're not normally getting these days where you can ride. Although, in February, you have these off and on years where it can be nice. In fact, I think there was a period last year where it got almost to 70 degrees out here on February, didn't it? But as I've said a whole bunch of times, you never want February to be too nice. So it not being nice is not something I'm complaining about. Because if you get a super nice February, winter comes back and it greatly delays the start of summer. Because around here, you pretty much don't have a spring. You just bounce from winter to summer. Spring is just wet, and you get those few days here and there. But I don't know if it's climate change. But as you guys know, the last couple of years, I've been getting out way early, and I hope that this year's no different. How's freaking everywhere. Oh boy, she's nice and high. Jeez, it's all the way back. Are you kidding me? We haven't had that. You know, we've been getting these flood warnings, but it hasn't been raining like crazy. And I'm like, where's all the flood warnings coming from? I mean, we've been getting rain, but it's just light. Nothing to suggest there would be any kind of flooding. But look at this thing. It's back. Oh, it's just now not backed up into the little parking area there. You can see the little ridge Somehow there's a little chair has survived out there. She is rushing. And you can tell it's not, I don't know if they're just moving a lot of water out of the spillways. There's, you know, several dams up there. 2 for sure. I think isn't there something else? Hell, I don't know. But you can see the water's got kind of a green tint to it. Usually when it's just from straight up flooding from the rain, it looks brown and can look silty because ash gets mixed in with it. I would drive up on that dirt. I don't mind riding this thing in the dirt, but that wouldn't be dirt today, that would be mud. You know, even though it's not sunny out here, it is stunningly beautiful. God, do you guys remember I stopped here and you could see all the gravel out there where the river was kind of moving around it? I was going, just think, in the wintertime that you can't even tell that gravel bar or whatever is out there even exists. And this thing's all nice and shallow and you can see everything down there. It is wintertime. God, it's so clear. I mean, it's not pretty, but it's so sharp and clear. You can just see for miles. And I see that right there. That squall line running across there. That's when my butt needs to be back home by the time that gets here. I can see rain coming out of it on this side of it. In nonetheless. That calf out there being playful. These people right here have little pigs that just run around, just freely roaming around. I'm gonna take you guys to the other side here and then we'll probably just revert and go back home. Some good old boys hanging out here, checking out the watering hole there. Must be catching some fish down there. Man, the Columbia River yesterday, on my way to work and coming back, there's seagulls and some other kind of birds through there, including a couple of eagles that I see. Must be smelt running through there or some kind of fish. I don't know anything about what the fish do around here. But man, that was a mass of birds out there. Really cool. If it wasn't the freeway, that'd be an awesome place to pull over and take some photographs. I could go up on Carroll's Bluff and shoot down with a zoom and pick all that stuff up. So creepy seeing that river high like that. And you know, this time of year, literally any leaves that were even trying to hold on there, I mean, they're long since dead, but any of them that were holding on are windstorms and rainstorms and whatever else is blowing them all out. So I mean, all these places you can see through, where in the summertime you just see green. You don't get these little vantage points where you can see the river out there. This little Honda back here is like riding my ass like he's pissed off at something. I can't stand people that are so ignorant that they don't know better than to tailgate a motorcycle. I mean, we can stop so fast and maneuver so quick without notice. You don't need to be tailgating a motorcycle. And generally speaking, when you're riding a motorcycle, you're so acutely aware of what's going on. You're liable to see something and brake check long before somebody in a car sees it. Because, you know, they're driving down the road, you know, staring at their phone. You know, texting back and forth to their kids or their husband or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. But I don't know if you guys seen him in the mirrors, but I couldn't tell guy, gal, or what. But all I could see was the Honda automobile emblems trying to touch my rear fender back there. No freaking reason to be in that much of a hurry. I've been asked if you could start over again, would you buy a Scout or your 883? And without hesitation, it would be the 883. This bike just speaks to me. It's me. It's what I like. I like the rough and raw. Do I care that a Scout could just walk away from me like I was standing still? Hell no. Is there anything wrong with the Scout or the Yamaha Bolt? Absolutely nothing. Any faults or complaints that would make me not buy one? Not a one. In fact, I like the Scout so much that I keep telling you guys that as far as small bikes, a Sportster 48 will be the next bike, goof-off bike I'll get. And maybe a year or so after that, I'll probably end up getting the Scout. I do love the Scout. I like its style, I like the way it looks. I love the way it runs. It's very very Japanese-like, the way it whirs and sings and whistles, and it's smooth and spunky. And it just has a cool as hell look. But money to money, if you stuck the Sportster 48 and a Scout side by side, I'd take the 48 every time. Even though the 48 is what, $2,000 more or something like that. I don't know. I think it's more expensive. The iron is, I mean the 883 is. The 48 is. I just want to clarify that because I think I might have said that backwards. But just because I love the look, I love that shaky feeling from a Harley, the way they sound, nothing duplicates the sound. I love the heritage, I love the pride that all the people that build these things have in them. Just incredible pride. You know, it's very few places that people absolutely love going to work, and literally their family goes into it when they come of working age. It's just generations of people. It's that much loved. And the experience you get when you go into a Harley shop, that buying experience is almost addicting. It's so pleasurable. You almost want to buy a Harley every year. And every time I buy a Harley, I end up with a friend out of it. And it's not some fake salesman BS thing. Oh, I'm your buddy until you sign the check, you know. Nope, this keeps going on. I mean, I still see Glenn that I bought this iron from in June of 2013. I still see and talk to him. And Rob, my other new Harley up in Northwest Harley Davidson, we still bounce emails back and forth and talk about when the weather gets nice. You know, us, Kelly and I, and him and his wife getting together and doing a little putting around somewhere, or you know, he wants me to swing by and say hey at work and where he works, and he come by and see me at work one day. But anyway, it is raining halfway decently here, so I'm gonna bail out on you guys. So I really appreciate you guys coming out for the first ride, 47 days. See you guys later. Thank you very much. Bye bye now.